Livestream. As you can see, we are playing Farming Simulator 22. Let's jump right in. And we are playing on Calm Lands. So we'll let this load. I'm going to see if I can't find my live stream. There we go, live stream. I don't know why I cannot get my I can't figure out how to get to my video, guys. I'm letting that, I know that's loaded up right there. We're not started yet. I'm trying to I am trying to be able to find my live stream. It shows that I'm live right here, but it doesn't pull up a video. I just don't understand. It tells me the details. But it isn't showing me the video. The first time I did this, man, the videos just popped right up. So as soon as I can find it here, guys, maybe this will take me to it. There it is. Now, I want to go in here and just type something right into the chat for a second, just so in case somebody pops in, they will know that I'm here. Okay, that takes care of that. Let's see. Okay. Now, I can't tell if anybody's actually viewing. I keep wishing there was somebody, some way this would tell me. On my cell phone, it tells me that somebody's watching. Okay, right there I can see it tells me somebody's watching. So, all right, so we can play from here. Tells me one is watching, and that's me. So now let's see, let's go. Now, if you remember, we have a wheat field down here that's ready to be harvested. And we're going to do that first. We're just going to go down here and harvest this field. So we're going to, this is barley? Did I put barley in here? No, this is wheat. Oh, I put barley in the other field. That's okay. So this is wheat. This is for the chickens. We are going to yep, this is what we're going to do. We're going to harvest this field. And then we're going to go fill up the tank at the chicken coop. We don't have chickens. We'll buy chickens as soon as I do that. I'm pretty sure I have the cell point set up correctly. And And this should be enough wheat to actually to fill the little silo, because the chicken coop has its own little silo with it. And this should be more than enough to fill that up. There's a little weird looking spot right there. Oh, it's a bush. That's what it was, a bush on the edge of the field. Now I want to look at something while I'm up here, guys. When we get down here to the right spot, I want to kind of take a look at something. I was noticing this. I was watching part of yesterday's live stream, and I got to a certain spot. It was actually in this field when I was plowing it or planting it at some point in the last live stream. And I saw this place when I was driving into one place. It was like, I got to thinking to myself, I got to remember to go check this out when I get over here. So I'm going to do it. I don't know if I can take a screenshot, if I can figure out how to take a screenshot when I get over here. I want to try it. Not that I know how to add screenshots to the videos. I just want to check something out right here. I'm going to back up for a second. I just want to look at this right here. You see that over there? I want to have all that area down there plowed. It just looks really nice. This is a really nice looking farm. I'm really pleased with it so far, guys. I have to yawn. It's a live stream. You know I'm going to be yawning. I decided to get on here just a little bit earlier today, guys, because I'm trying to see if there's a difference, if it matters kind of like what time of day I do live streams, whether I'll have anybody watching or not. I really want to do one like in the middle of the afternoon where I live. Right now it is 11:15 at night where I live. I'm usually not on here till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I decided I would try it at a little bit different time and just see if it makes a difference. If maybe, I would really like to have somebody in the YouTube chat. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out if I change the time and come in a little bit earlier, if that will, if that's going to be more convenient for viewers. Today I'm watching the chat room on my Google Notebook instead of my cell phone. I just need to be able to monitor the chat. And it does allow me the opportunity to hide chat, but I don't want to hide chat. I want to be able to see if somebody comes in. Whoa. Slow down, slow down. All right, you're back up. Okay. Now, where's my black trailer? That's a real good question. If it was parked in a shed, I'd know right where it was at, wouldn't I? There it is. Oh, easy now, easy. I took my eye off of what I was doing. There we go. Now, if you hear things like bumping around and stuff, guys, I'm just kind of moving around. I bumped my headphones a couple times there. I try not to drive over my crops if I can avoid it. Sometimes I still will, but I do. Now we have to come back this way and get in over here. Pipe out. And we'll let it fill up. So I don't really know how anybody would prefer it, whether I talk more, whether I talk less. I actually couldn't do it. I really couldn't talk a whole lot more than what I have been, I don't think. I try to stay engaged, if you will, just in the event somebody else is watching. All right, here we go. Now, hopefully I can get to a place where I can get the helper running here in just a minute. In fact, I'm going to do that as soon as I get over here. I will set the helper out. Always more fun for me when I can use a helper, because my hands aren't hurting so much. Yeah, I'm going to turn around here. Instead of going all the way around again, we're going to go this way. And I'm going to figure out, let's see, which way do we... think it's pretty much like this. Will that catch all of it? I think it did. Oh, looks like it did. Good. Okay, now we can just let this guy run back and forth. And I can relax. I can keep an eye on it. Boy, it scares me every time they just gun it and take off like that. Oh my goodness. I am thinking about changing like the title of the video. In fact, I think I will, starting with the next video. I'll leave the description like it is, but I will change the title. I had thought about doing that previously, because it doesn't really need to say live stream, because it does say that it shows that it's actually streaming at this point, and then it says streamed. Once the live stream ends, it will say stream, so it'll be known that it is live stream, because I'm going to do all live streams as far as gameplay is concerned. I'm going to have to go move that tractor. It's going to be in the way. So let's go get in it. Let's get moved out of the way. Takes a while to get started. Takes a while to get started. I'm going to move down here because it'll be out of the way. Whoops, let's watch the sign down here. I don't know where that little road pathway goes right there. We can just park right here. And then we'll run over here and jump right in. There we go. So we're going to get this done, and then we'll go plant our other fields. We got 2 more fields over here to plant. One will be, the one in the back there will be soybeans. This one right across the road right here will be canola. Yeah, I want to build up a little bit of canola. I want to be able to do sunflowers. I need a different planter and I need a different header, but we can use the same harvester, at least for now. I can't do big equipment on this map. There's too many little bumps and rolling places that you don't really notice until you start driving over this map with equipment. And I tried it before with like the big harvester, the headers, the big headers, and it just did not work out real well. There are a couple of places that I can use the bigger header. I don't remember exactly where those are right now, so it's actually better just to use this small one. But I can get a corn header of sunflowers that'll do sunflowers, corn, and some other things, but those are the 2 main things I want to be able to do, corn and sunflowers. But I have to have the other header, and I have to have a different planter to make that work. Now we'll start getting the full length runs on this field, which is good, because that's what I was wanting. to be able to run full length, because it's a less number of times the tractor, or in this case the harvester, the helper, has to turn around. And that saves time. If he's not turning around, he's actually harvesting. So I try to run them lengthwise. The longest run across the field is the direction I try to have the helper work in, just so it can make less turns. It won't have to turn around as many times. Now, it's hard for me to keep talking all the time, guys, when I know that there's nobody watching right now. I mean, I can see, I'm not sure how accurate the count is when it tells me somebody's watching. I know right now it says that there's one person watching, and that has to be me, because I'm monitoring the chat using my my notebook, my Google notebook. And I'm usually on there with my cell phone also. But now if I get 2 people watching, that means somebody else is watching. I know, like, for example, yesterday's live stream was, actually it was earlier this morning, because it's still Monday. And I was on here live streaming early hours of Monday morning. I do kind of like watching this, keeping an eye on the chat with my notebook, because it tells me how long I have been streaming. And that was one of the things my cell phone doesn't tell me, is how long I've actually been streaming, or at least I didn't notice it on there. But it tells me how many people are watching, and it tells me how long ago I started streaming. So that's good, because sometimes I have wonders. Like yesterday, I was wondering, or on the last episode, episode 4, I was wondering how long I had been live streaming. I kind of had an idea, basically because of what we had got accomplished. So I kind of know how long it takes to do certain amounts of things, because I kind of repeated what I did the day before. Oh, we're already full again. Let's get over there and get that. So, let's go. So right now we have 8,500 liters in this trailer. I think it takes 9,000. We'll find out. It won't be long, we'll go find out. There we go. I think it takes 9,000 to fill up the chicken coop. We'll be finding that out very soon. In fact, right now, as soon as we get done, just as quickly as we get this guy offloaded, we will go down there and we will dump what we can. We will dump what we can. We will come back and join this guy, because we're just going right over here. You can see the chicken coop over in the distance right there. So if you haven't seen where I put it, it came out really nice. It's a really nice spot. Where's my... Oh. And look here. Oh no. My stop sign is back at the corner. Oh my goodness. But this turned out to be nice. It looks nice. I put a fence around it. So I wouldn't run into it. And I'll probably run into the fence anyway at some point. But let's see what we can do here. We have wheat. Let's see how much it's going to hold. I don't even know how much it'll hold. We've got 17,000 on here. Yeah, it looks like it took 9,000. So what I want to do, I want to get out for a second. I just want to go look and see if this will tell me how much is in here. It may not. Yeah, 9,000. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So I have 9,000 in their food. So now we can buy chickens. We can buy some chickens. But we will buy them. Let me just run back up here. We might just see if we can't go ahead, because we don't have to transport them. They will be transported for us. We have to pay for that, and it's automatic. Last I looked, there was no way to transport chickens. We can buy a horse trailer and transport. Come on. My goodness. This guy's struggling to get up this hill. And I hope the helper is doing okay. Let's just park over here. Let's jump back over here for a minute. Now, I'm going to have to figure out where to buy animals from. Oh, I think I have to go... I think I have to actually go back over there. I think do I buy them at the chicken coop? Maybe. Maybe that's where I buy them. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, I know we could go over... I'm going to see if I can't buy them over here, though. Right there. At that little spot right there. Yeah, right there. We're going to see if we can't buy some animals. If it'll let us buy chickens, we're going to see. Chickens, yes. Age 0 months. Age 6 months. I want to buy... How many of these do I want? It doesn't really tell me. Let me see. Here we go. We're going to buy... What we're going to buy for right now, we're going to buy 50 chickens. We're going to buy, okay. Yeah, we're going to buy 4 roosters. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I got 4 of those. Buy, yes. Okay? And then we're going to go back and we'll buy 50 more of these chickens. So we have 100 chickens and 4 roosters. That should keep everybody happy. Okay. It says animals 4. I only have 4 roosters. What happened to my 100 chickens? What happened to my 100 chickens? Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Why am I starting way back over here again? Oh, the most I can buy is 60. Okay. 64. There we go. So we'll just leave them like that, and hopefully we are not going to end up with eggs back here. I'm hoping I got this thing set up correctly. It should be selling cycles per month, and it's active. It's activated already. So okay, good enough. That's all I can do with it until I can figure out whether it's actually selling like it's supposed to be or not. So now we can just go back up here. Why is this guy just sitting here? Full already? Wow. Okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm glad because this is all just for chickens. Oh, easy, easy, easy. I get carried away here. Okay. Now, I don't know that I want to do any animals other than what we have. We have bees and we have chickens. I don't know that I want to try anything else on this map anyway. I would still like to have production chains. I would like to have a bakery. I'd like to have the grain mill and the oil mill. I just don't know where I would put those things. And one thing I noticed about these kind of buildings, they're hard on this map because they terraform. They change the layout of the land, the contours and stuff. It makes it a little bit more difficult if you're not playing on flat ground. And I just don't know where to put stuff like that to make it look right, or to make it look good. Because I don't really want them here. This is our farm. I don't want them up here. That means I have to move it. I have to go find someplace on the map to actually put these things, and I just don't know where to do that at. Let's go back riding with this guy. And I am glad, at least in the harvester, the helper works pretty good. But at least so far it has been. Now, at some point, we're going to pay off part of our loan. I'd like to pay another $50,000 on our loan, but that depends on how much money we spend. I am going to buy like a fuel tanker. I want a fuel tank up in the yard, and a fuel tank, and like a vehicle repair kit, a toolbox. I want both of those. And then we want a water truck. I need the water truck for greenhouses. We want to situate some greenhouses. I'm pretty sure on this map, when I was playing on the PS4, I only used 3 greenhouses. On my No Man's Land, I have 6. And I think I want to do 6 on here. I don't know if I can fit 6 though. That will be the big thing. I'm not sure if I can fit 6 in the area where I want to put them, which is in a different spot than I had them before. Now, I will tell you, it's going to be, sorry, you know, I had mentioned like a milestone in this particular game for me. It's like a milestone when you get to a place to where you have a profitable farm, even if it's small. Once we had our first 3 fields put in, we were operating at that point a profitable farm. And that's a milestone for me. When I know I've turned that corner, once I get a couple more fields in, then the security really comes in, because you kind of know, now you just know you're going to be in the profits. As long as you don't go crazy with your spending and buying stuff you can't afford. I've got to get out from underneath this debt. And we'll be able to do that. Actually, it won't take too much longer. We harvest some more soybeans. I could do another complete rotation with soybeans. I could put, right now, we have 4 fields. I could plant all 4 fields with soybeans. We could do 1 rotation and make enough to pay off our loans and have a little bit of cash left. We got 361 right now, 361,000. We could pick up another 150,000, and our loan is 450,000. So we could pay off the loan and probably have 100,000 left over. But I'm wanting to get up to like $500,000. But I want to do that. I want to be at $500,000 when the loan is paid off. So we got to keep paying down the loan, but building our cash up at the same time and buying some equipment. I do need a truck with a water tank on it. I need the water supply, which I did find a free well place to get. But I'm looking for something else. I found a water, I can't remember if it's free, this other water source that I found. I'll have to go look and see if it provided free water. Hopefully it does. Because it's a lot smaller. I can actually put it right next to a greenhouse. But I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm not real sure yet. I haven't looked at it much on this map. I just kind of have an idea of where I want to put the greenhouses. So this guy will not, it won't take him too much longer to finish his field. I mean, it's going to take a few minutes. But sometimes if I'm not talking, it seems like that the period of time that I'm not talking really stretches out there, but I'm just talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you as a viewer, as a future viewer, but for me to just sit here in my room playing my PS5 and talking out loud is a little bit weird. I did get used to it though, making videos, and then when I tried to play a game without talking, that was even harder. But I don't know what to talk about. There's only so much I can say about harvesting this field, and we're pretty much up to date with everything else. So I just talk about stuff as it comes to mind. You know, stuff that I actually want to share with people. I think when I get this, well, I don't need to buy a truck yet. I'm just not ready to put down greenhouses yet. And here's it, we're full already. We're back to grabbing the tractor. There we go. Takes a second for it to get fired up there. And then we can just roll right in there. Boom. Look at that. It stopped on its own. I just want it to look like it's actually pouring into things, but it was coming out and it would have counted. Whoa, is this guy going to get a full trailer load? Well, it did. So we are going to go put this, because there's still grain in the harvester at this point. I probably wiped out some signs because I wasn't paying attention. We're going to go put this in here because this is for our chickens. Let me look at something right here. Garage. Trailers, what does this hold? 21,000 liters, okay? And then I want to look at something else. What is that? But we don't have anything in there that we need. But one thing I want to look at is animals. Total capacity, 9,000, 9,000. We don't have any eggs yet. No, nothing going on there. But I wanted to look, see what they take for food, grain. Total capacity is full. Wheat, barley, and sorghum. Wheat, barley, and sorghum. Okay, so no oats. That's what I wanted to find out about. Wheat, barley, and sorghum, because that's what we're going to plant in this field. We'll switch out wheat, barley, and sorghum. But I have barley. I'll put sorghum over here this time because we have barley right there. So we will plant sorghum in this field this time. And that way our chickens can have a variety of different feed instead of just always having wheat. And that is going to get us extra things. In the silo. Sorry guys. I was going to mute my microphone, but I had my hands full. So there we are, 20,999 liters. Is a full trailer full. So it said 19,000 liters on that trailer. But it's actually 20,999. And it's almost full again, 80%. So we can get back over here, because he's going to be ready to give us some more soon. That's good. We're getting a good yield. Because we've got 2 full chicken silos with that particular amount. Oh, he's skipping stuff. See, I go take care of something else because I trusted this guy, and now he's skipping stuff. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. I'll have to go back and fix it. It seems like every time, if I take my attention away from the helper starts messing up. This guy was doing good. We're going to have to fix it down at the other end. I might as well wait. I just can't believe the guy skipped him. Yeah. Oh, he's full already. That's very quick again. Once again, very quick. Will we? Well, I don't think we'll actually get another trailer load. Where is this guy at? Come on. There he is. I get turned around here now. I have to drive out into the field, which I try not to do that. I wonder if we can get another full. I don't think we can get a trailer full. I don't think there's enough crop left. No, there isn't. Now, we'll just wait until this guy finishes, and then we'll come down and get the spots that he missed. Looks like it's just 2 patches right there. the only ones I see. So we'll go check that out. Hang on, guys, I gotta answer a text message on my phone. But I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. Okay. Just have to respond to people, you know. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the helper. Catch the end of that right there. I think this will take care of it. I think it was only the 2 spaces. I think that's all. Okay. I'm not seeing any place else right now. Let's go this way. Alright. Now we'll just go park this. We won't need this for a little while. I don't think we'll use it again today. I'm not sure though. I can't really say that for sure. But we've got a couple other fields. Now, one thing I want to do, well, let's take care of this first. We'll go ahead and we'll dump this. Here in a while, I'll have the field sitting right here, so I won't be running across that way. But for right now, I can. And we'll get this dumped in here. And then, of course, when I want to there we go. I wish I could sit inside here and it would tell me how much feed I have in there, but it doesn't. I have to get out. And look, now we have 30,000, so that means I can fill the chicken coop 3 times with what we have in here. So that's really good. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm just going to leave the harvester sit right there for now. It's fine. I'm going to bring this up here. Because we want to get these fields planted. We're going to go sleep until tomorrow. And then I think we're going to pick this up because that'll be the next thing we use. Actually, I need to go fertilize that field. So what I need to do, here's what I need to do. We need to go plant. We need to get this field planted. The wheat field. We need to get it planted. Actually, yeah, let's go fertilize it. Let's go throw a layer of fertilizer on it. Then we will skip ahead a day. So we're just going to get this fertilized. And then we're going to skip a day ahead of time and then go plant our other fields. And then we will come back, skip a day and come back and plant this one. Just so we're not having to harvest all of them on the same day. Because you run out of stuff to do, you end up having to, like in the last episode you saw, we had to skip forward 3 or 4 days. And we don't want to spend all our time just skipping the clock forward. So if we can get them spread out, if we get these crops spread out when the harvest time, then it's actually going to make it a lot more, the game itself will become a lot more interesting because you have stuff you can do every day. You don't just have to skip, run the clock. And that's what I've been doing. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. Oops. Thank you. That's why I generally stay a little closer to the edge than what I need to, because if I really try to get right on the edge with that fertilizer, then it's easy to mess up and skip part of it. So I like to make sure that I am very clearly overlapping the edge of the field. One of the things I mentioned, I believe it was in the last episode, episode 4. I was talking, I think it was in that one. I was talking a little bit about like the channel becoming monetized and stuff like that. Because I'm a long ways away from that. And that's not really my goal. I mean, sure, I don't think anybody would turn down money for playing a game. So yeah, if I could make money playing a game like this, then that would be cool. But almost every channel I watch on YouTube, and I watch a lot of different channels because I watch a big variety of things, and it seems like every channel I watch You know, they're telling you to hit the like button, subscribe, you know, share the video, all that kind of stuff, because they want to affect the algorithm, you know. And I understand content creators these days, you really can make a living playing video games, but I'm not one of those people. I made a living driving a truck and building houses. So now that I'm retired, I can go back to playing video games like I did when I was younger. I'm just playing different games, better games, because when I was a kid, I had an Atari and we played Pong. That's what we had. All right, let's see where we're at now. We got that done. That's fertilized down there. So I think we want to go ahead, we want to plant that field again. And I think we want to plant, I'm going to change this to sorghum. Now, I do have to get a fuel tank, guys. I'm not out of fuel yet. I mean, we're looking good as far as fuel is concerned. We're looking good. But we will have to get fuel soon. I don't even know where to buy fuel at here on this map. Okay, so we have sorghum. That's what we want. Lower, turn on. And start dragging this thing around the field. And when we get to a place where we can, we will we'll just let them go with the helper. So I'm probably going to have to do like 1.5 rotations on my own, because I think I want to start up at the top as far as releasing the helper. Now this field right here, I think I'm going to increase the size just a little bit, but not just yet. Because I can change it gives me a chance to change that bottom corner right there a little bit. I wasn't real happy with the way that is. I really want to. I can't see the lines in here very good. Get back, easy, back up. I can't see the lines on here very good to see which way. If I do this way, now we're just going to let it run. I'm going to try to do this without putting in the entire headland row and just see how it works out. Now here's something I just noticed that's kind of funny. I'm looking over at my my Google notebook here, and it tells me, it says one watching now, which is myself on the notebook, and it says started streaming 64 minutes ago. Instead of saying an hour and 4 minutes, it says 64 minutes. I just thought that was interesting, that it doesn't just say an hour and 4 minutes, it says 64 minutes. Okay, now one thing I got to do is I got to catch that right there because apparently I just had him lined up a little bit crooked. There we go. Now we'll get him turned around. And we'll just let him start again. All right, that's good. Now I'm wondering if he's going to wipe out any signs up here, because there are some signs up here that show that there's a curve in the road. And like I said in yesterday's stream, I really wish I could turn the signs off. I think the signs should be connected to traffic. You don't need traffic signs if you don't have traffic. So I would like to see the signs attached to the traffic. So when you turn the traffic off, which I have them turned off, it removes those signs, all the street signs. Because I run over street signs all the time. And they get in the way of the helper. Is he going to skip an edge? No, he got it. Okay. Well, I thought he was going to miss that little edge right there. Now, after I get this planted, I have to remember I want to sleep until the next day. You'll notice the game clock, I did switch it to real time. And normally when I play, guys, or at least when I play off camera, or when I would play off camera, I actually would slow the clock down because I could get more done. And we may end up doing that later on. I'll put it back on 0.5 because I actually like to play on 0.5. It gives me more time. It gives me more in-game clock time during one day to get stuff done. I have twice as much time. For the live stream, I'm not really needing that because if I play real time, that's fine because I'm not going to play like a 20-hour day or something. I'm playing like 4.5 hours, stuff like that. So that works out pretty well. Boy, it's hard to see where this guy's been, isn't it? Maybe that's why I was having trouble seeing it. Well, somebody messaged me again. I do have friends that live in Hawaii, guys, and the time difference is, I think right now is 5 hours. Now I have to keep an eye on this guy. Although the helper usually does a pretty good job with this piece of equipment, but that's going to look so nice when all that you can see right down here in this vicinity right here in this area is our crops. And then back up that way as well. It's going to be really nice. We're a little ways off. I need to buy more land. I do need to repair my tractor and stuff too at the end of this run, so I do need to get the fuel tank and the repair toolbox. Let me see. Let me look at something right quick, guys. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Construction, maybe. Construction, perhaps decorations. Other. Let me just look and see if I see a fuel tank in here. I think there is. I think it's in this section here, guys. I don't put down a lot of decorations because they take up slots, memory slots. There was something I had saw back this way. Yeah, what was this stuff? Electric boxes, okay. I don't need those. That's a feeder of some kind. Oh, there's a porta potty. Oh, my flag. Now there's a sign right here too, but I was not able to change the sign, the name on the sign. How about we buy this one? And we're just going to take it. Well, no. I like this one. But I think I'm going to take it and put it up here on the hill. Just because it's a nice... Let's put it right out on the edge. There it is. That's good enough. You can't really see it that good, but we know it's up there. I can take that tree down. But I am looking. There's some street signs which would be cool. What are these? What are these? Oh. No, what I'm looking for may not be in this section, guys. I don't remember where it's at. But there is a, there's the toolbox. The toolbox. A purely decorational object. So that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a toolbox that actually is a repair. That one said it was purely decorational. But there is one that is a repair shop. I wonder where it would be. Where would it be? I don't think it's up here anywhere. Miscellaneous. It might be that toolbox that I need to get, guys. I should probably buy a flashlight. I think I will get a flashlight. Okay. At least for now. We'll get that too. Well, I don't know where to find what I'm looking for. I honestly don't. Well, there's nothing in there, is there? I just do not know where. Let's take a look back at this guy again. We need to make sure we're still going okay here, that we're not messing up anywhere. So I need to watch this guy go down to the other end just to make sure he hasn't missed any spots on the other end. And then I will go back and look for my fuel tank and my repair box. We can stop here for a second. I thought for sure that it would be under construction. Production? Maybe? Let's see. We might actually be under production when it comes to the fuel. No. I need to check this to make sure that our helper is not messed up on this end. Okay, nope. It's still looking okay there. Production. Generators. Lots of those. Okay, so it's not in there. Factories. It should not be a factory. No, it's not a factory. I just do not understand where this would be. Oops. Where in the world is my fuel tank at? I don't know any place else to look for it. Where would it be? Where is it? There's more than one. This is very interesting. I don't know where my fuel tank is. I kind of want my fuel tank before I buy the repair. Yeah, and most of this stuff is all just see, it says purely decorational. And I'm sure it is purely decorational. But there was one of them, I thought it was that one. Well, I'm really having trouble here, guys. I cannot find what I'm looking for. I just don't know where it's at. Container, here we go. Let's see what we have here. See, there's a small water pump. But here's a big water. I thought this one, yeah, free water. Free water right there. So that's the one I want, but we're looking right here. Free fuel, large tank. So where are we at? I know I kind of ignored the we'll come back, make sure that all works out okay. We're going to go put this up here on the top of the hill. Where do I want it? Where do I want to put this? We're going to just push this right over here like this. Just like that. Perfect. And then I'm still a little bit confused about the toolbox. We'll go back to that. I'm just going to have to buy that toolbox and see what happens. It's supposed to be a repair shop. I can always go back over there to repair if I need to. I don't want to though. Construction. Maybe tools. Yeah, there we go, toolbox. That's the one I'm looking for. So we're going to take this over here. And we're going to put this right here. This toolbox, we're going to put it right here. It's just going to sit right there like that, right beside this thing. Bam. So now when we go back up there, we'll we'll take a little bit closer look at our toolbox. Let's get this finished up right here though. Well, he's still got a few minutes to go. So let's run up here on the hill right quick. We'll just let that guy go ahead and do what he's doing. So far he's not messed up. Now we have to remember we do have collectibles to pick up. We've picked up one. We've got 19 more to go. And that's $50,000 a piece. I think I'll just leave that toolbox sitting here. I think before I took it and I set it up on top, which was kind of cool. But I'm going to leave it sit right here. Actually, I want to oh, can I not pick that up? There it is. We're actually just going to come in here like this, guys. Like that. Well, I want to move it just a little bit more. Okay. That's better. Sometimes it takes me a second to remember where I'm at. Now we can finish out this field. I got fuel available now, repairs available now. So that's good. I need a power washer, although I don't really have to have one. I don't know if keeping the vehicle clean really has anything to do with the production. So now we'll go run the clock forward. As soon as this guy gets done, we're going to go sleep until the following day. Sleep the day away. And then we'll get our other two fields planted. And then we may have time, we may look at some greenhouses. I know which greenhouses. Now see, he skipped that spot. Look at that. Why? Oh, see that sign? There's a sign in the way. So now I got to come back and get that spot. I'll just wait until he's done and then I'll come back and get it. But see, that's what I mean about street signs. They get in the way. So it would be nice to turn them off. But we've almost got this field planted. Some sorghum. We will have to remember to keep an eye on our chickens though, so we make sure they don't run out of food. I think within another episode or two, I think within another episode or two we'll be able to get ourselves like a corn header, so we can start doing, we can start growing some corn and some sunflowers. We need a planter and a header. I'm not really sure how much all that will cost. Couple more passes and we'll have this wrapped up. Yeah, not too much more. I'd rather go over here because I got this harvester and it's going to be in the way. So we'll just move it for now. That's good enough. Well, sometimes it seems like it takes a long time for this stuff to get done. Almost got it. See, right now we're spending more time turning around than we actually are planting seed. And that's why you want to run the length of the field is the best way to do it. But of course, when you get down to this stage, there is no long run. It's all short anyway, so. But I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to come back over here. And we'll hit that spot, and then we will come down here and get this right here. Now we have one little spot to get. So let's pull up just a little bit. Bring this around this way, and got it. Okay. Now we got that part taken care of. So we're going to be planting over here. We're going to plant canola. And at least this time I did not forget to change my seed type. But before we do this, let's go repair. Let's go repair. Although, you know what's interesting? There we go, open workshop. We don't care about paint condition, we just want to repair. Yeah. Okay. We don't care about repairing that. We do care about repairing this. Okay. And then we can refuel. Easy, just like that. So now we're going to start in this field. Oh, before we do that, I almost forgot. Actually, let's save the game because we're in a good place to do a save at. So we'll save the game right there. Okay. Now let's go back up here because I want to sleep until the next day. So we'll come over here. We'll sleep until the next day. We want to sleep until, yeah, we'll just sleep until 9 o'clock. Because it might still be dark at 8 o'clock until we get more into the spring. It's snowing overnight. Is it going to be snowing during the day? No. Looks like we'll be all right. Okay, now one of the things I want to do before we get too started on planting the next field, we're just going to run because that's what I do. We're going to run over here. We can come through this way. Cut through here, jump over the creek, and we want to see how much food is, how much did they use in one day. We had 8,600. So they used less than 350 liters in one day. So that's okay. Now we're going to get back over here and we're going to get ready to plant because this thing is fertilized one time. Yep. I think this might be fun. Let's try this right here. I have not done this before. But let's just try this right here. Now normally I don't do this. I would do a headland row first. I just want to see how it works out. Every time I start a new map, I gotta play with the angles of how I really want to send my helper. And I try to find a system that actually the helper can do the whole thing without help. But you still can't just let them go, because when you look away, they mess up. When you least expect them to, that's when they're gonna do stuff that you don't think they're gonna do. They're gonna skip stuff. Although I will say, he did good on the last field. Now our next field will be soybeans. We're probably going to encounter some street signs at this angle that we're doing. I know there's some, well, maybe we got around them. Yeah, they're across the road over there. There's some more, but I think they're far enough, maybe they'll be out of the way. They get me a drink of Coke Zero. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning where I live. Well, I can't tell you. Once you get used to it, Coke Zero tastes pretty good. It might not taste all that great the first time you ever taste it. I don't remember. I've been drinking that for several years now. Now I do want to take a look at where I want to put some greenhouses. Right quick like, let me do, I think, I just want to try to remember where my, where is my water? Oops. Is it in this one? Containers? Yes. Small water pump. Free water pump. So it's in containers. Got it. Buildings containers. Well, I still only have one watching right now, and that is me. As far as I know, that is myself. And I'm hoping this helper will run this whole field with no help. Although normally, like I said, I do put the headland row around the outside edge of the field. This time I decided not to, just because I want to see if the helper can just figure it out on its own. And I'm hoping it can. So I hope anybody that watches this, I hope you guys kind of like this kind of stuff. You know, I thought about trying to do an ASMR gaming kind of thing, but I don't know how well that would work. It might be kind of interesting. I thought about doing that, just whispering. But I don't know if I could do that or not. I don't think my voice is overpowering. Of course, I don't have we could take a look at something, because I don't really hear the background noise. I don't need background noises. I can hear some stuff going on, but let's take a look and see what we might be able to. Let's see if we can is there, where do we change radio or camera, dynamic camera. Is there any volume controls on here? Let's turn, let's put this at 70%, and we'll see how it works from there. We'll save game. Okay, there's, you can hear it just a little bit better in the background, but not a lot, because I don't want to hear it a lot. I guess if you want to hear it, you can turn your TV up louder. But I really don't need to hear all those noises. That's the thing. I don't need a lot of noise when I play. Environment volume. We'll do it like that. Radio is turned off. So we'll do 80 and 80. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't think it needs to be 100. We can try 90. Whoops. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Alright, we'll leave it like that. I don't really want it any louder than that. Because the louder it gets, the louder I feel like I have to talk. And I'm really not wanting to be talking really loud. So we'll try it right there at 90%. And still it's something I can barely hear, which is good. You know, like even when my grandson comes in here in my room with me, and he'll bring his mom's cell phone. He's got a couple of games he plays on there. I make him turn the volume all the way off. Because like the games he plays, You don't have to hear it to play it. You just need to be able to see it. And that's the way this game is. I don't need to hear it to play it. But we don't want absolute silence either. We want a little bit of background noise. But I'd rather it be very soft. So I can hear that engine running of that tractor in the background. Sorry guys, had to yawn. It is 1 o'clock in the morning where I live, or 5 minutes till 1 I should say. It's 12:55. Well, is it halfway done? Not quite. Almost halfway. Pretty close to halfway. This run right here might make a halfway. Now we're quickly approaching 2 hours of stream time. So I'm not sure how long this one will end up being. Maybe not quite as long as yesterday's, the day before. Because those were like 4 hours and 40 minutes. And this one may not be that long. This one may only be around 3 hours. We'll see how long it takes to finish up this other field. And thankfully I got part of it done already. That's why it was taking 4.5 hours, because I had to completely turn the field. And I only completely turned one of them this time. Oh, there's the other sign. Well, right there. That's where they are. It's just a nice looking farm, guys. It really is a nice looking farm so far. Or at least I think so. I'm a little bit biased because it's my farm. Oh, you know one thing I did not do that I wanted to do? I wanted to see if we have any eggs and if they're actually selling or if they're getting stuck. Being put on pallets. So let's make sure this guy turns around okay. And then we're just going to jump out. We're going to run over there. And just make sure there's no eggs in pallets. Because we don't want eggs sitting on pallets. So we'll just run over here right quick. And just check out the egg situation. We can come in the back side. Right here, because we are going right over here. Eggs, we have eggs. We are selling eggs, yes. We're not storing eggs, we are selling eggs. That worked out good that time, guys. Worked out good that time. Hello, chickadees. Animals, I still have 64. There's been no offspring. Okay. But we are selling eggs. And that equates to revenue. I'm not sure how much at this point in time. Probably not a whole lot, but okay, there we go. Like I said, guys, you'll get used to it. I run all over the place. I will drive sometimes. Sorry, guys, had to yawn. But a lot of times, I just run from one place to another. And that works out pretty good. So, as long as it is working out, then I'll probably just keep doing it. Starting to get a little bit of a headache. So I'm going to take a couple of Tylenol while this guy does his thing. Almost done. All right, just took some Tylenol. I also have ibuprofen available, but this feels more like a Tylenol headache. I could take a couple of ibuprofen at the same time. I can take Tylenol and ibuprofen together. Actually, I might just go ahead and do that. I'll take Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a little bit of both. I can usually tell which type of headache I have. Since ibuprofen is like an anti-inflammatory. If I have like some neck strain or something like that, because sometimes right at the base of my neck, gets a little stiff and stuff, so I'll use ibuprofen for that. Otherwise, it's Tylenol. But sometimes I do both. Now, a couple times, guys, I have mentioned milestones, and from where I'm at, oh look, got in the way, firing. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it would get in the way. Oh, there's another spot in the way right there too. little spot right down here that's been missed. Yeah, right there. Let's see what we can do. Gotta get this guy lined out. I knew that was going to end up being a problem. So that is not really the way I wanted to send the helper, is it? On this particular, I needed to have it on a different angle on this field so it can avoid that corner, or I'm going to have to change that fence. And that's why I have to do a headland row, which I did not do on this one. And I'm going to try to not do it on the next field too, and see how well it works out. If it will work out, it may not. But I think it will be interesting to find out. Do a little experimenting. 2 hours. Started streaming 2 hours ago. At least it does actually say 2 hours. Instead of 120 minutes. Did that skip a spot right there? It did. I'm just going to hit this little spot, guys. Oh, I missed that one little edge. I didn't have it lined up exactly right. Okay, now, where do we want to start? Where do I want to start? On this field. I think up here towards the top, maybe somewhere. Yeah, maybe like this right here. Let's see how this works out. Oh, 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 oh. See, I just messed up. I forgot to change my seed type. So it's going to have one little spot of canola right there. That'll be okay. We'll just plow it under because it won't harvest it on the next one. They won't harvest 2 crops at the same time. So that one little patch right there will stay there. But and I told you, I do this all the time, I forget. Thankfully I caught it. Otherwise we'd have had 2 canola fields this time. We can sell canola, but I really wanted to just get different field types going on. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer right there. But it is what it is. I could have went and got a plow and plowed that back up and then restarted. Now see how the helper can drive out in that field and not leave tire tracks in it? I would not be able to do that. If I drove out there, I would leave tire tracks. And this will let me know if I've kind of got the trees out of the way. Because that might still be a problem down here. He may struggle. But we'll see. I may end up having to do a headland row just to help him out some, give him a little bit more space on the edges. Well, now my timer on my notebook here on YouTube just says started streaming 2 hours ago. So it was telling me how many minutes up until 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. It switched over to saying 2 hours. And I guess it's just going to say 2 hours until it's been 3 hours. So I don't know if it's going to change or not. Well, it won't change until it gets to 3 hours. So I was hoping that was going to be an actual timer. That would have been nice if it was an actual timer. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, boy, see, that scares me. Because I always got to be ready to grab that controller so I can fire a helper. Yeah, sometimes I don't know whether I should be talking or I should just kind of chill quietly, just sit here. So I know some people make videos with no commentary, and I like a lot of those, especially if they're fighting games and stuff like that, or if there's like a in-game narrator. I like to hear what the narrator has to say. Of course, this one does not have that. So most of the games I have, or most of the videos, the YouTube videos that I have seen that are of this game, Farming Simulator, whether it be Farming Simulator 19 or 22, they have talking. That guy scares me every time he rushes out there like that. 'Cause I'm going to sit here and he's going to do that 2 or 3 times, and he's not going to just start planting a crop over the top of the crop I already have in there. And I'm going to get relaxed and I'm not going to worry about it, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's going to go drop that thing and start planting. So I mentioned milestones, and for me, one of the milestones as far as my streaming is concerned is that somebody will they'll put something in chat. So far, I haven't had anybody else participate in the chat. And I mean, that's okay. But that will be a milestone when the first person participates in chat. Thinking that this live stream is going to be a little bit shorter than other ones I've done. Of course, I've only done 4. This is number 5. But 2 of those were pretty long. 2 of them weren't real long. It looked like he just crashed right into that fence and bent my fence. Did he bend my fence? No. I know he can't bend the fence, but it looked like he bent the fence because it kind of slopes up a hill, so it looks funny. It looked like he had bent it. He did a good job that time of figuring out that he had to go all the way down to that end. So I wish all the helpers with all the tools would do that right there. They would be able to understand what's going on. And hopefully none of the trees are in his way. Now, one thing I can do from this screen also, which I like, the screen on my my notebook, as opposed to like monitoring the chat from my cell phone, is it does tell me how many subscribers I have. It's a little easier to keep track. I only have 18, and that's fine. I've actually had this channel for a couple years, but I haven't done anything with it. I put a few little videos on it, but so I'm hoping that gaming videos might be something people have a little more interest in. And then when I have opportunity to do other types of videos for this channel, then that's what I'll do. But it looks like primarily I'll be doing some gaming. And I have mentioned in like the previous episode and a couple of the other episodes, probably every episode, and I'll probably continue to mention it, is that I hate to do it, guys, but I had to. Because he did not want to pull up just that extra little hair like that. That's all I needed, was just that little extra. Now we're going to turn around right here. Now let's just back up slowly, slowly, slowly. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Now go. Now go. There we go. Alright. But anyway, yeah, I was saying that I can see how many subscribers I have on this screen. And I do hope that grows. It would be nice to grow. You know, people talk about having a community. So that would be nice. Of course, it takes a long time. I know these guys that have these big channels, not just guys as in men, but guys as in people. Because I refer to everybody as a group as guys, which it also includes women. And I have seen a couple of women players making videos of this game. That tree needs to go. I can see that tree is in the way. I see how far out he is. So I can see there's going to be problems with trees. So I think when I come back on the next one, I will turn this tractor and have him start running a different direction. Although I like running the long length of the field because he has to turn around less times. But in this case, I think the trees are going to mess us up on the other end. So I will have to take some of those trees out. It looks like everything back here is going to work out okay. And we do need to get some lights along our path going up to our outhouse. We may do that. We may do that in the next episode. And we may put a couple of sheds up in the yard and see how that works out. But like I told you guys, I'm not a big shed person. There is one that I like. It's from Easy Shed or Easy. I don't really remember if it's Easy or Easy Shed, what it's called. Oh, did we get to the end? Ooh, just barely. We barely made it. Yeah, see, these trees are going to be problematic. So I'm going to turn around and see if I can start coming in this direction. Let's get up this way just a little bit more, just to make sure he covers the whole thing. And we'll just start going this direction now. That way I don't have to worry about the trees. Well, maybe. I can see there's a tree up in front of us that might be a problem. Where are we at? What's going on? We're going to have to look and see, is he going to back up or is he going to try to start right up here? Fire. Fire him. Try it about like this right here. Let's try it about like that. See if it catches the whole thing or if it skips a row. Nope, it's going to skip a row, ain't it? Alright, we'll do it like that. And we'll see how this works out. Ooh, I'm getting tired, guys. But yeah, see, a lot of turning around has to take place. And the more time the guy has to, the helper has to turn around, the longer it takes to get the field done. We're going to change directions again, guys, just because. Let's get this thing lined up over here. Let's see if we catch all of it. Close enough. One little tiny strip on the end right there with a miss. So I should just go ahead and come back like this. Like this. Catch that little on the side right there. Looks like it still missed a little bit of it. I really don't want to have to take out any more trees. So I'm hoping that no more of them will be in the way. Yeah, this is going to be good because we'll be getting some longer runs. So this will work out okay. So I think when we get this field done right here, guys, we're just going to save the game, and I think I will end this stream a little earlier than I have the last couple, which will be fine. I'm getting sleepy. but we will have accomplished everything that I'm really wanting to accomplish for today. And that is a good thing, guys. I feel weird when I'm just not even talking. But sometimes, like, there's nothing to talk about. That's why I need somebody else in the chat who can help with the communication, with the conversation. Now, maybe one day I'll just be able to ramble on about stuff that's not necessarily related to the game. That's the thing. There's not a lot to talk about as it's related to the game a lot of times, because we've already talked about everything. It's all been covered. All there is to do is to wait and let the helper do its thing. And help the helper if the helper needs help. And sometimes they do need help. As we've seen, a lot of times they need help. Well, we're getting closer. Closer and closer. The one thing about doing live streams, you can't just go to the bathroom when you want to. And I know, sure as heck, I try to sneak off, and that this helper is going to start doing something I don't want him to do. So that's just what they do. They wait until you're not looking. So we're going to get to the end of this field. It won't take too much longer. Not too many passes left now that we've got them running kind of lengthwise, running the long edge. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe about 6 more passes. But that could be off too. That could be wrong. Now I'm wondering, So there's one pass. It might not be 6, maybe 5. Here's the first one. It might be 4, which would be kind of nice in a way. So this will be pass number 2. Yeah, it looks like it'll take 5. I think it's going to take 3 more to catch that right there. I originally said maybe 6, but I don't think it'll take 6 full passes. I think 5. Almost done. Gotta have everything planted. I do want to go over and check on the eggs. No, I checked on the eggs already, didn't I? I went over there and made sure there were no eggs. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm having trouble remembering. Yep, see, here's number 3. And I think it's going to leave a little tiny strip. So it'll have to make it past number 5. And that's going to be okay, because that's going to bring us back down to the end we want to be on anyway. So. Now we have used up some money. We've gone through about $4,000 on seed and fertilizer. But that's to do like a couple of different fields. Maybe all 3 fields, I can't remember. Is this going to catch us in one pass, or is it going to take 2? I think it's going to take 2. I don't think it can cover the whole thing in one. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, how many of y'all watched the Super Bowl? I did not watch the Super Bowl. I haven't watched it in several years, actually. I do like football. I just don't care for the NFL anymore. I'd rather watch college football. I used to attend the University of Hawaii football games. Home games. I lived in Honolulu, and I got spoiled because the very first year I started going to University of Hawaii football games, they went undefeated and won, I think it's the Pac-10, and won the Pac-10 conference with Cole Brennan and Jim Jones. June Jones? I can't remember his name now. Maybe June Jones. But yeah, Cole Brennan was the quarterback, and they went undefeated on the entire season. I think 13-0, and that was my first year going to the games. So after that, I just always expected them to win. You know, it was like They're supposed to win, and then the following year they were not as good. Now here we are. Yeah, got it. Push that on back that way a little bit. Push it on back. And we'll let go of that. I think we have everything done that I want to do for right now. I need to get my lights put in. I need to cut a tree down just because it's in my way. So I might do that before I end. There's a tree up here that's blocking my view from my flag. So I think I'm going to take that tree down right there. I need my tree be gone. And we're going to go take care of that tree right quick. Pretty sure it's this tree right here. This big tree. Yeah. There we go. That's better. So now we can go put this back. Tree be gone. Well, it's up there on the hill. That's all I know. Whoops. That's not good. Just crashing right into stuff. So, let's see here. Anything else? What do I need to do? Anything else I really need to do for this episode? I don't think so. I want to double check with my eggs down here, make sure they're... I'm pretty sure I did this already, but I want to double check it and make sure. Okay, honey, well, eggs still says 17 liters. Okay. And what do we have? 100% productivity. 0 pieces on eggs, but we do have some eggs. We got reproduction 50%. We're not selling any chickens. age 7 months. I thought it might tell me how many I have. I only have 60 of those, 4 of those, so maybe I'm just a total of 64. Let's go. No, let's go here. Property income 3,500. And we're not. Okay, well, products sold $727. Okay. So that takes care of that. But I need to look at the bees. Something doesn't seem right. So we're going to cruise up here right quick. We're going to take a look just to see what's happening with the honey. It should still be working okay. It's putting honey. Why is it putting honey over there? This is supposed to be selling. Now that just to me makes no sense at all. Deactivate. Materials missing. But it is... See? Selling. That is not good. This is not supposed to be putting stuff here. It's supposed to be selling that. So I do not understand why it's doing this. That is not good. I don't know what to do about that, guys. I really don't, because it should be working. It's not working. Well, the only thing I know to do is to go tick off one more day. And then that's going to do it for today, guys. Alright, it's springtime. And we have crops growing. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. We're going to wrap this one up. And next episode, we'll look at maybe getting some greenhouses, see if I can figure out where I want to put those and stuff like that. So, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Until then, God bless.